See, why I have chosen this direct benefit transfer topic is in 2022 mains itself they have asked one question with respect to DBT. You can see the slide now with respect to the question. Reforming the government delivery system through direct benefit transfer scheme is a progressive step, but it has its limitation to comment. So see the case of in cases of questions which are asked which are asking you to comment, you have to you have to write the facts, then you have to give your perspective based on what has been asked. So this is a very important topic because this year or maybe next or 2 years they will ask another same topic. I mean from the DBT itself they may ask about reforms or DBT's impact, that those kind of questions may be asked. So it's very important topic. So kindly do watch the video very carefully and take notes out of it.
Hi everyone, welcome to Supreme Studies YouTube channel, and this is the continuation of our first video, our first Yojana magazine's video class. And why I have taken this as two parts is this is very important topic, and definitely it will be a very lengthy video. So that only I have segregated as part 1 and part 2. So what and all we have seen in part 1, let's have a recap, and then we will go into the part 2. I mean that remaining things about DBT we can see in this video. So in the part 1 we have seen why we need DBT and actually what is DBT, and before DBT came into existence what happened is we had the subsidy systems. And first of all, why government gives subsidy? Because we are adopting a welfare state approach that was indicated in the constitution itself. Also constitution preamble itself it denotes India as a socialist nation. So India's policy will be based on the welfare policy for the citizen only. So it has to use its public resource to help the poor and the needy people. So before DBT came into existence, it was price subsidy only we have adopted, and one of the major factor which was a drawback of that price subsidy schemes is it has many leakages. Also, it is prone to corruption. So it was not that much successful. So only we have changed our strategy into DBT. That means directly transferring the benefit to the people or that beneficiary account itself. That we have seen in the first part. So one of the lastly what we have seen is to directly transfer the benefit we are using the Aadhaar. So Aadhaar is the main thing which is used as a unique ID. So Aadhaar is used as a unique ID to identify the beneficiary, and also it eliminates the duplication. No one can involve in the duplication of a person. So of a beneficiary. So it eliminates the duplication. That's one of the major things. So now we will see about the India stack actually. So what is India stack is? The India stack means it is set of open APIs. That means application programming interface and digital public goods. So India stack means is a set of open APIs. Already we are having some APIs that will come as a India stack. That is a nickname actually. So under the India stack, it intends to provide a digital infrastructure. So to identify the beneficiaries, and its main motive is three things actually: presence-less, paperless, and then cashless. So these are the important motive behind the India stack. So already we are having some open APIs, I mean application programming interface, which falls into the category of India stack. That are eKYC, you would have known. That is an application to identify the a person's Aadhaar biometric verification. It is all done through the eKYC. And then we are having DigiLocker, then UPI. So these are all all the applications can be brought into the category of India stack. And why it is very important is we are going to transform our direct benefit transfer. Later part we will see about the DBT 2.0 and the 3.0 versions. For that project, India stack is very important. So these are all we can term it as the India stack. Why these are all useful is this ensures the presence. Presence means citizen need not to be present there. So if one officer wants to check identification of a person, means he can easily get his all the details from the DigiLocker itself. So a person presence is not warranted at all. So it saves the time actually. Also paperless. Paperless means everything is stored in the DigiLocker itself in the form of digital format. So therefore, no need of getting the paper. So you need if you take any government office, it will have that that much of paperwork and paper storage will be there, and even that causes the environmental degradation also. So because paper, if we need to produce paper means, then automatically the trees has to be cut down. So going paperless, this DigiLocker kind of app, it enables going with the paperless. So if any verification needs to be done means, one can access the DigiLocker of a they can get the person details, their Aadhaar, driving license, everything is getting stored in the DigiLocker itself. So third one is cashless, that is done by the UPI. So one common platform will be there. So that common platform is enough to transfer the amount to the beneficiary account. You can see that accounts various for various LPG. I mean, one of the largest DBT schemes in India, that is in world itself, LPG, and they are using one digital public structure that to transfer the amount into the beneficiary. They are using that mandate. So that mandate will be there. So that mandate is a digital public structure where government is using to transfer the amount into the beneficiary account. So that gives the cash. So before that, it depends on the cash only. Cash subsidies have been given. So the cash has been a major role. Now everything can become cashless with this India Stack program. So definitely question will be asked, and you have to mention the India Stack project to get that extra added marks. And what DBT plays in India Stack is, since identity and payment are become a part of DBT. That means identity means in DBT itself Aadhaar is used for identification, and then for the payment a bank account is being used. So these two things leverages the India Stack project. So DBT, when it is integrated into the digital public structure, I mean digital infrastructure means, then it will hugely leverage the project of India Stack, so that various ministries can get the details about how much who are the beneficiaries of the DBT direct benefit transfer under various schemes. So that will be a very huge boost for formulating any policies with respect to the with respect to the India Stack. So next week we will see the DBT model, how it is going or how it is integrated into the G20 initiative. I mean, it's a global role model we are saying. So here, note it down, a very important initiative, Global Partnership of Financial Inclusion, and this is one of the key initiatives under G20, and it was established in the Seoul in 2010. So to 2010 G20 summit only, they have introduced this global partnership for financial union. So why they have introduced this? All the G20 nations, though they are contributing more than 80% of the world's GDP, they are still struggling for the financial inclusion. They are not able to get people into the financial inclusion project. That means so many poor people are still out of the formal financial systems. So for that, this global partnership, they have formulated this global partnership for financial inclusion. They will every year they will follow. They will conduct some meeting, and they will discuss about the initiatives to integrate people into financial inclusion, to add the people into financial inclusion. And now India is a co-chairman, and India is a co-chairman for this GPFI project. And I have taken one question also that will be shared in the Telegram, that is in the notes making. I will share that question and answer also, that may be asked in the prelims exam. So here it is one of the very important initiative, and our DPT model, in fact, it is fits into this global partnership of financial inclusion, because if you take examples of African nations who are in the G20 membership, also some South American nations, they can actually adopt our Indian model of DBT, because we are already running one of the world's largest DBT program, that is POGL. Almost 10 crore accounts has been credited with the DBT LPG subsidy. So that itself indicates that it's possible for any nation to adopt a DBT model, because India itself is a big nation, and even we are conducting it successfully means all the nations who are aspiring for or who are developing nations, they can adopt our model. Even the less developed nation can also adopt our DBT model perfectly. So that kind of impact we are having with our DBT, that you can mention. Also, even IMF has has praised our DBT model as a logistic marvel. That means it ensured a last mile connectivity of financial inclusion, or a last mile connectivity of service delivery for the poor people. Also, World Bank has raised our scheme also, because it does empower the woman, since many women schemes, they are getting the direct benefit transfer into their accounts itself. That is empowering them economically. So that kind of impact that we are having. definitely we can say that the DBT model, our DBT model is a world global, is a role model for the global world, especially for the global south. Global south means all the developing or the less developed nation, we call it as collectively as the global south. So these are all important points, you just note it down. And then we will move into the DBT 2.0 and 3.0. so these are the next version. Currently we are running under DBT 1.0. so next will be DBT 2.0 and 3.0. and DBT 2.0 means it is like online verification. So I have already indicated about the India stack. Online verification means API Sedu. This is a project which is which is under development by the Ministry of Information and Technology. So very important project, MEIT, we call it as a Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and they are developing this API Sedu project where one common digital public infrastructure will act as a digital public infrastructure where the data will be shared among the ministries to identify the beneficiaries. So if one person, if one department wants to check whether the person is eligible for that scheme or not, they can do it with the online verification without asking the beneficiary to be present. So already we have seen that presenceless. So for example, just take one beneficiary has already got DBT under the PM portion. I mean, one pregnant woman is getting already got that 6,000 subsidy means. So that will be stored in data. So using the Aadhaar number, if she is going, if she is eligible for another another scheme under, for say for example, National Rural Livelihood Mission means. So National Rural Livelihood Mission at a particular department, they can get her data through the through that common API, because that API will contain data already about the DBT received from the Ministry of Family and Health and Family Welfare. So this is very important, because online verification means it will be a huge boost. So it reduces the time, and it reduces the structure, human force, everything. So that kind of transformation is going to happen with the development of API Sedu, and this is the DBT 2.0 we are aiming. And then DBT 3.0 means it is one step further. That means like government will suyo moto they will have the data of citizens, and they will have the data analyzing, and they will find the beneficiaries who are all eligible for that benefits, and they will voluntarily contact the beneficiary, and they will take their consent and transfer the service delivery. So that means all the things will be done by the government itself. They will identify the beneficiary, and they will transfer that benefits to the service, the service to the delivery, that service to the people. So this is one kind of initiative where it will hugely boost our directive principles. Already have indicated that welfare state, then India will become a true welfare state, because even the state itself is identifying the beneficiary and doing the things means, then it is a very innovative and very important thing to get that, to get the inequality, to remove the inequality. Also it will include the people. I mean, the financial inclusion objective will also get will also be that financial inclusion will also be reached by this DBT 3.0. That means government identifying the beneficiary and transferring the benefits to the beneficiaries. But to this to be happen, we need social registry. So social registry means it will have the data who and all the beneficiaries, or whatever the data which are already there with the use of Aadhaar in other ministries. They will have, and they will identify the beneficiaries with that social registry itself. And also government is trying to develop one social registry with the use of SCCC data, socio-economic cash census data 2011. Already Ayushman Bharat, you all know, and Ayushman Bharat, the eligibility is eligibility has been done by the using of use of economic SCCC data only. Now this SCCC data will be digitally transferred as a social registry, so that government can identify who are all enrolled in this SCCC data. They will identify, and they will give, or they will provide the service delivery for the which are suitable for that particular beneficiaries. For example, one person or one lady may be eligible for the Atal Pension Yojana, because she may be enrolled in the SCCC data, so she may be unemployed. So government can identify that particular person easily using the social registry, so digital public infrastructure, and then they can ask her content and enroll her into the Atal Pension Yojana, social security scheme. So these kind of things are very important for the development of India also. So social registry scheme it is also already there. So see the slide. I will share some social registry schemes which are being implemented or which are already there in the in the state government. So see the slides now. So social registry schemes examples, some of the examples I have taken there. So see the slide. So Kutumba, which is being implemented in the Karnataka, and Parivar Pechan Patra Haryana, Samagra Madhya Pradesh, Jan Aadhar Rajasthan, social production delivery platforms Odisha. So these are all are based on the social registry schemes only. Here if you take for example Kudumba, there will be a unique ID, or in case of Jan Aadhar also, which is being followed in the Rajasthan on, there will be a unique ID where people will have, the eligible beneficiaries will have the unique ID, and they can use that unique ID to get the benefits from the various ministries. So there will be different ministries or different departments which are providing the social security schemes or welfare schemes. So using this unique ID itself, they can be enrolled, or they can get the benefits under various schemes. So these are all kind of social registry schemes only: Kudumba, Parivar, Pekshan Patra, Samagra, Jan Aadhar. So these are all which are being in the pilot stage in various states. You have to note it down. Please take notes of these schemes, because this may be asked in the RBI grade B or NABARD grade A, or even in the UPSC also. So these are very important schemes which are in the pilot stage. So what we need now is a national level social registry to start the DBT 3.0. Now let us go back into the board. So next we are going to see about the challenges in the DBT. What are all the challenges we are facing in the DBT, or which are already there in the DBT? We will discuss about it. So one of the major challenges in the DBT is already we have indicated financial inclusion, and then financial literacy, and then digital literacy. So these are we are lacking actually, because financial inclusion, yeah, we are having banks, especially nationalist banks in rural areas, but still some rural areas and hilly areas, they are not having banking facility. There is no physical presence of banks in those areas. Therefore, transferring the direct benefit transfer into the bank accounts, or opening bank accounts for them, even though zero balance accounts, it's opening for those who are in the backward or hilly areas, or in those rural remote areas. It's very challenging. So they are getting excluded from the financial inclusion. So opening of accounts for them is a very big challenge. And next is financial literacy. So still most of the rural people, they are not having the financial literacy. Financial literacy means they should be aware of using the savings account. What is the savings account, and how it is they are getting their benefits in the savings account, or how to use one account. That operation, they are lacking their financial literacy. Even RBI is trying to conduct various programs for this financial literacy. However, still we are lagging. Also digital literacy. So we are moving towards the digital era, where everything is become digital, mobile banking like that. Also here in the rural areas, the penetration is somewhat low compared to the urban areas. Also still we are facing that issues where some persons, anti-social elements, they are calling and asking for the debit card details. Those problems are still there. So digital literacy is also very low in those rural areas. So targeting those rural areas is a very big challenge actually in the in DBT success. Our still we are having BC concept, that means business correspondent. They act as an agents for the financial inclusion. So they go into those hilly areas or remote areas, and they are opening the accounts for these people, and they are operating the account for the on behalf of these people. However, again the intermediate, they are actually intermediate agents only. So again, intermediate agents means there is a chance of corruption, or there is a chance of misusing the data, or misusing the beneficiary account. So still we are having that problem. So it can be overcome by sensitizing those BCs and also the bank staffs. They should be sensitized about delivery of these vital services to these needy people, where these poor people, they will get the benefit, and they will recover from the poverty, food insecurity, everything. So that kind of impact it is having. So BC should be sensitized so that these challenges can be somewhat mitigated. However, one of the trump cards we are having is India Post Payment Bank. So India Post Payment Bank. So the government has set this India Post Payment Bank with the objective of finance inclusion. So they are not for the commercial purpose. Their only purpose is for the financial inclusion only. You know that almost every rural areas, it will have at least one post office with them. So so India Post, those post offices are now getting converted as the India Post Payment Banks. So those who are working there, they can mobilize the people, and they can integrate those people into the finance inclusion projects or financial literacy project. Even India Post is recruiting a Gram Deva, Gram Deva, GD Post, I think Gram Seva Devak Savak, something like that. Also postmaster. So these they are recruiting very huge amount of people for the purpose of finance inclusion only. So these post payment India Post payment banks, they are actually a very good catalyst force to integrate the people into the digital integrate the people into this financial inclusion, and they will hugely help for this DBT program to get its reach in the rural areas and the hilly areas. So India Post payment banks, you have to mention it. And another challenge is authentication of Aadhaar. So Aadhaar authentication in rural areas, it's still a very big problem, because any kind of authentication, you need a good network connection. So internet connectivity in those hilly areas or Naxalite areas, or if you take some whether rural remote areas, still we are not having that much internet connectivity. Though National Optic Fiber Network Program, we are running that program, and it intends to bring broadband connectivity into all the rural India, and it is almost completing. So after completing that project, we may have some kind of relief for this Aadhaar authentication failure. Actually, see, you take one of the major drawbacks in the National Food Security Act also. It needs biometric authentication before people get their products. People get their supplies, their allotted supplies. So what happens in the hilly areas is almost always they are having that biometric failure. It happens that. So that is one of the major problems in case of Aadhaar authentication, so identification using the Aadhaar. So these are all the important challenges which are in the DBT, and they can be overcome. So important things are India Post Payment Bank and National Optic Fiber Network Program. So these programs will help us to reduce the challenges in these in the DBT implementation of in the rural areas and the remote areas. So these are all the facts or important things about the DBT. Also, I have taken two questions, actually mains based questions. I'll read the questions so you can see the slide, and try to answer the question using this. So the question is, see the first question: India's direct benefit transfer program has potential to promote harmony within our one family and engender hope for our one future. Elucidate. So here, elucidate means what you have to do is what has been given. You have to give the relevant facts, and then you have to write your opinion or write your perspective on how it is going to transform, that you have to indicate. So here what has been given is a DBT program has potential to promote harmony within our one family. So one family means India as one family. So that means we will have one family where there will be no inequality both societally and economically. So that will be a one family where harmony or peace will be there, and engender hope for our one future. That means engender means developing. So developing hope for our one future. So one future means inclusive growth. We are already having growth, but what is lacking is inclusive growth. So one future means that is inclusive growth. So you can mention that. Based on this, you have to answer. First of all, you have to indicate how DBT has transformed the lives of many. What are all the benefits it has given? You have to answer. Then you can indicate the DBT 2.0 or 3.0. So how it's going to help our one future. And next question is, DBT is not a social assistance program in itself. Instead, it acts as a mechanism to consolidate and control the data on direct benefit transfers from multiple sources. In this context, how far it has achieved its intended role, and also elaborate on its future reforms. So this question, what it is asking is, DBT, yeah, it is not a social assistance program in itself. However, it acts as a mechanism. So it also acts as a medium, but it's also a mechanism to consolidate and control the data on direct benefit transfers from multiple sources. So that means here the question is more about the India Stack program. So data collections, metadata collections. So India Stack, you have to start from the DBT's India Stack program, open APIs. You have to indicate digital public goods. That those you can indicate in your answers. So then, how far it is achieved its intended role means it has achieved its intended role through various schemes. So how far it has achieved means you have to indicate some data also. Here I will be sharing some data that you have to take notes out of it, so that you can use it for the answer writing. So future reforms we have already told, DBT 2.0 and 3.0, and challenges also that you can indicate. So that itself is it will be sufficient to answer these questions. So if anyone is interested in questions again and again repeating, just just write your answers and take a photograph and send it to the mail ID which is given in the channel bio itself. So I can verify, I can evaluate your answer and will give some suggestions also if it is needed means. So now let us see the slides for some data which are taken in the Yojana itself. Just have notes out of it so that it will be useful for your mains exam writing. So here the total cumulative direct benefit transfer is 23,87,793. It is a very huge amount actually. So it reduced the pilferage and maximized the benefits. That means leakages it reduced. So total transactions in financial year 21-22 itself is 717 crore, and it covers almost 313 schemes and 53 ministries. So these are vital data. So next one is India saves 27 billion using DBT across key central schemes, and it ensured the last mile direct delivery without leakages. Yes, it has ensured that last mile direct delivery, a hassle-free digital intervention. Yes, of course, because customers they don't need to do any kind of digital form filling or anything like that. They just need to open a bank account, and everything else will be done by the ministry and the banking channels itself. So enabled the delivery of vaccines and social protection services to millions. So vaccines means how it has delivered the vaccines means, like if you take for example the PM Poshan under Poshan scheme, so maternity women or pregnant women, they should register themselves for this DBT program. They must be vaccinated, then only they can get the benefit of 6,000 rupees. That 2,000 rupees will be directly been transferred into the accounts of those ladies in the 3 installments. So that for that amount itself, those in the rural areas, 6,000 is a big amount actually. So they went voluntarily into the primary health center and they have enrolled themselves in the Poshan schemes. They get vaccinated, and it does ensure safe delivery. The maternity delivery for the both the baby and the woman actually. So even it has reduced the fatality rates because of the maternity deaths. So this is the very vital things. Just indicate these things in your answer writing also. So this is all about the DBT, direct benefit transfer. I hope these sessions are very useful for you. So again, just go through the video again, take the notes out of it. Very important topic. You can use it for answer writing in essays which may be asked in the RBI grade B, grade NABARD grade A, or IBS PO, or general studies, all the general studies paper with respect to the UPSC. So thank you very much, and thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe and comment and like. Also share to your friends also who are preparing, so that your comments only will make me improve myself. Please do, and comment, and please do follow us on the Telegram and Facebook and Instagram. So thank you once again. Thank you very much.